Miami Dolphin fans, what's going on? Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and we have some breaking news. The Miami Dolphins have named two co-offensive coordinators, and when we had the news that Chan Gailey decided to step down, we've made multiple videos here trying to figure out who is going to be the next Dolphins offensive coordinator. Well, it's not just one guy, it's two guys, and the hirings are pretty interesting for me, so they decided to promote, first off, George Godsey, who was the team's tight end coach last year. For those of you that maybe do not know or do not remember, Godsey was one of the coaches that worked very, very closely with Tua in 2020, and I actually think by making this, we'll say, promotion for both Godsey and Studesville, that they could actually, the plan is to actually stick with Tua going forward. So anytime Tua was being helped after a drive, it was Godsey working with him on plays. Any single time that Tua had a good play or a bad play, it was Godsey, arm wrapped around him, going over the plays on the screen. So honestly, I do actually like that hire. Let's also talk to the other side of this, since Eric Studesville is going to be the other co-OC. He was the running back coach last year, and obviously the Miami Dolphins thought that they were going to get a lot more out of Jordan Howard and a lot more out of Matt Breida. That didn't happen, but my hat's off to Eric Studesville for being able to get a lot out of a seventh-round type of player in Myles Gaskin, being able to get the full amount of repertoire from your offensive line that didn't play all that great, but Salvon Ahmed also was a player that definitely stepped up. Plus, you see a lot of turnover for this Miami Dolphins staff. And I think that was one of the biggest reasons why Brian Flores decided, you know what, we're going to promote from within. We're going to promote two guys that I have a lot of trust in, who the players look up to and who the players respect. So this is what we do here at Chat Sports. Not only do we break down the latest news and rumors around the Miami Dolphins, we're also an interactive YouTube channel. So what I want you guys to do when you see this video, I want you to grade the hires. A, B, C, D, or F. Here, I always think of a C as being an average grade, B is good, A is great, D is below average, and F is, well, a fail. So go down, let me know, grade the hires. I think it's a good, not great hire, so give me a B grade. The reason why I'm going to go with a B grade and not a C grade is because turnover. Any single time you're an NFL team and you have this many different coaches coaching the offense, that's difficult to do. And when you have a young quarterback that you invested a lot in Tua, you need to start getting those reps in with somebody that knows you and can be familiar with you, right? So in 2020, it was Chan Gailey. I don't think that was a very good fit for Tua. Chad O'Shea, Dahl Logans, and then Clyde Christensen, right? These are all coaches that were only there for one season. So now, if sure, you're going to go on, you're going to move on from Gailey, why not keep coaches that know what you did last season and know your quarterback overall? So as soon as Chan Gailey resigned from the Dolphins, this was basically like 2 days after a fake firing report, which I thought was funny, and we talked about it that, hey, Gailey's probably going to have to be moved on here. Only 1 year in Miami, but the fifth consecutive year where the Miami Dolphins are going to have a new offensive coordinator. Now, if you guys are always finding yourself looking for more Dolphins news and rumors, hit the subscribe button and turn on those notifications because guess what? It's the offseason, and breaking news is going to happen. Don't be the random dude a week from now sitting there at a bar saying, man, I wonder who the Dolphins are going to hire as their OC. And then some other guy's going to look at you like, are you kidding me? You're kidding, right? So we don't want you to be that dude. Go ahead, subscribe. We like to think that we have a lot of fun here as well. YouTube.com/Dolphins News, and it's pretty simple around here. The more subs we get, the more videos we're able to crank out for y'all. So George Godsey and Eric Studesville, they are the new co-offensive coordinators here for the Miami Dolphins. And when I saw this ultimately come down, I was like, okay, who is going to be the dude that ends up calling the plays? Who's going to be the guy that takes the shots? And, I mean, you remember the old saying, if you have two quarterbacks, you don't have any quarterbacks. Does the same thing applies here for two offensive coordinators where if you have two OCs, do you actually have an OC? Now, it has not been named yet who is going to be the dude calling the plays, and what we're going to do now is ask you, and then I'm going to give you my 2 cents and my answer on who should ultimately call the plays for the Miami Dolphins in 2021. So before I give my answer, let us know down in the comments section. Should it be Eric Studesville, the running back coach from last year who has spent the last 3 years on this team, joined in 2018, or should it be George Godsey? So type ES for Eric Studesville or type GG for George Godsey. I am going to type my GG, and it's no disrespect to Eric Studesville. He, to me, is more of this, like, player coach type of guy. I think Godsey is this more of a, the minded where the NFL is starting to shift, and he's also the dude that knows Tua a lot better. I am not the biggest believer in Tua being a potential top 10 quarterback. However, if you're the person that invested this much draft capital in your young quarterback, you want the person that can get the most out of Tua. To me, that's George Godsey. So this is what Tua did in his rookie season in 10 games. Ups, downs, there was no doubt about it. However, I think a lot of people always say this. What is the most important stat to a quarterback? Some people might disagree. Some people might agree. It's wins. Sure, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He did enough in certain situations where you could see, yes, this is somebody that you can build a team around. There was also situations where you'd be like, I don't 100% know. But I'll also say this. In a crazy offseason where you didn't have any time really for training camp, OTAs, preseason, also Tua was recovering from a serious injury, and you had 2 of your top 3 wide receivers, Allen Hurns and Albert Wilson, decide to opt out. That's not really an easy equation for any young quarterback, no matter how you shake it out, right? So obviously if Studesville, they promote him. Obviously if they promote Godsey, the other question that I had was, who's going to be the quarterback coach? And Charlie Frye, he's going to be the quarterback's coach and working very, very closely with them. This is also an interesting thing. So a former college OC who is also going to have some input on what the Miami Dolphins are going to end up doing on offense. So not only is it 2 OCs, you have Charlie Frye, Studesville, and Godsey all going to be interacting, trying to figure out what the best plays are end up going to happen for this Miami Dolphins offense to really be able to move the football, because at 10-6, you had one of the best defenses in the league. If you can just be above average, this is a playoff caliber football team. There is no doubt about that. So we are getting close to the end of this video here. I appreciate that everyone that clicked on this. That was awesome. The Miami Dolphins, breaking news that they named 2 new OCs, Eric Studesville and Godsey. If you want more videos around the Dolphins, all you got to do is click that big red button that says subscribe. If you're already subscribed, hey, we appreciate you. The more subs we get here, the more videos we can do. We're getting close to doing daily videos around this channel. So take the link that you see below, youtube.com/Dolphins News, and send it to the 5 biggest Dolphin fans you have. If you have any other questions, y'all can always hit me up on IG or on Twitter. I'm at MitchellRens365.